What's going on, Team Lethal? Alright, so we lost this game. Shut up, we lost this game. Going into it, Blaze. I know you probably didn't know, and I'm pretty sure as a team, because nobody even recognized it, but when you go against a player that is a Twitch streamer or has been known on YouTube or something like that, it would be nice to let the other team know. Alright, especially when the game about to start. So if you didn't know, and for those of y'all that did not know, King Dooms is the shooting guard on this team that we're going up against. That's important to know. Now, again, y'all might not know, and this just shows our inexperience of playing Comp Pro M, but King Dooms is a member of CKZ, which is the Contract Killers. The Contract Killers feature a point guard in Jay the Fool, who was a 2K League pro. Alright, and King Dooms, he's constantly been playing with pros. King Dooms is, to be honest with you, the only reason why he has not been in the 2K League,
with this dude, man?
to be honest, I believe it's just because of age. I think, they look for younger players to keep the thing going, but the Contract Killers have been one of the top Pro-Am teams for years. For years in 2K. I've been watching them for a good 4 or 5 years at this point. But that's what I mean by our lack of experience, because I ain't gonna lie, to go against King Dooms is pretty much an honor. I follow him on Twitch. I watch him whenever he has games. He also plays with Kyler Murray. So, the football player, the quarterback, Kyler Murray, they play Comp Pro Am games together. So, it's something to note. Like when we do, if we're gonna keep playing these team games, and we're gonna play against better comp, it's just good to know who you're going against, especially when you're going against a team of this caliber. Like I know the point guard.
Don't worry about it.
Is really good, and I know their small forward is really good, who happens to be their lock, who actually got a couple of plucks on me, but he got that strictly because I don't make the meta build. Alright, so in this particular game, fellas, we played well.
Oh, somebody gotta get that. Time out.
Honestly, we played well. The reason why we lost this game is one, because the team is really good, as y'all know by the switching defensively and everything. You see how everybody switching, knows where to rotate every single time? And also because we didn't stick to our principles. So, believe it or not, when it comes to this team pro-am thing, our offensive strategy is not designed for me to score. If you ever played 2-on-2 with me, you will understand that the offensive game plan is not designed for me. I take advantage of a simple IQ thing, but it's designed for you guys that can shoot to score. That's why I always encourage y'all to score. I want y'all to shoot. If y'all got a chance to get to the rim and score, I always want you guys to be in attack mode to score. So, I'm saying that because in this particular game, this team really, they were so heavy on not giving up threes that I probably should have had 50 or 60 points. Not because I'm trying to ball hog and force all these points. It's just because that's the way their defense was designed. We play 5 out, so when you play 5 out, you're pretty much forced to play man-to-man and try to rotate best as possible. Their rotations were highly on point. And what happened was, if we did move the ball, to be honest with you, most of the time, that cut down the middle by me was just the best open thing. And I get it, sometimes I'm going to pass out, and it's just because I'm trying to get a feel for the defense, but over time I realized I should have scored I mean, to be honest, like I said, I should have scored about 50 or 60 points this game if we wanted to win
When
it.
they gave him 3, that's tough.
But that comes down to sticking to
Man, when you're in that
principles.
corner with him, you gotta clinch it there.
If you look at the shot chart at the end of the game, and that's the one thing I want you guys to start paying attention to, that rule of thumbs. Everybody, if you look at the rule of thumbs, everybody did everything right. Reggie, RDH Hawk had a bad game. Alright, I had a bad game.
Knock it out of bed.
I had too many turnovers. I had 2 more turnovers than what I was allowed. And because of those 2 more turnovers, that did not allow me to be within a letter grade of my opponent. If you look at me and you look at the other team's point guard, I outscored the other team's point guard and I had more assists than the other team's point guard when you look at it. But I also had 7 turnovers. Part of that is the team, like I said, the team's rotation was really good. Another part of that is just, like I said, I thought at times we kind of took some bad shots or passed up on shots that we possibly should have took. And whenever that happens, I'm a little bit more prone to turn the ball over because I'm a little bit more cautious. Like right there, I got my shot blocked. If they pick up the rebound, that's a turnover. So, I mean, that is what it is. Like I said, I know I got plucked a few times. Like right there, I should have scored and I didn't. I also should have utilized the fact that they did have a smaller player on the floor, so wherever he was guarding, possibly could have sent them on more back cuts. The problem is, like I said, their rotations were so good that as soon as I would have sent you, that guard would have ran right to the corner. And to be honest with y'all, IQ says if that guy's a 5'10" point guard and you taller than that, which everybody on the team is, besides Blaze, is pretty much taller than that, shoot the ball anyway. Because his contest is not going to matter. That's something that you're going to see later on in the game that we did not take advantage of. So, all in all, like I said, we played well. I mean, RDA Chalk knows like he kind of had a bad shooting performance. But, again, look at the game sheet at the end of the game. Look at the box score. All right, he was within a letter teammate grade of his opponent. He did other things even though he wasn't scoring well. But the only thing I needed him to do that game was to shoot over 50%, 50% or more. That's the last rule of thumb. Whenever you play any game, try to shoot 50% or better. For me, since I don't shoot threes and the majority of my points come off of dunks and layups, yes, I shoot a very high percentage, but that's why this offense works. If I shot like 30, 40% from the floor, then we probably would lose a lot more than what we do. But like I said, I always been the best player on the floor. Like even in this game, we lost it. I'm still the best player on the floor. Especially in like a team game, it's very rare that I'm not going to be the best player on the floor. I didn't have my best game, but production-wise, you're always going to get, pretty much maximum production. Like for me, my points and assists are going to be around what you guys expect. Regardless if I have a good game, bad game, or indifferent, unless a guy can force me to shoot under 50% from the floor, which would be really hard, you guys don't have anything to worry about when it comes to my performance. I'm always going to, try to get you guys open as best as possible. Like right there, that's a turnover. That is what it is. Those type of turnovers, I can't really do much about them. Even if I had a better better point guard, that still would happen. Right there, that's an unfortunate missed shot, but it's a shot I normally make. So, like, those are kind of like the way for me, those are all momentum things based off how the game is going. If we're winning and we're up, you tend to make more of those things. You tend to get more things out out of the passing lanes, and we all can play better. But when we're losing, we kind of don't win the 50-50 battle. And we have mistakes like that right there. We possibly should have took the two. We didn't. And now we got to try to make something happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of how the game went. Look at the box score at the end of the game. Rebounding. We beat them. And I'm gonna keep saying this until we get it down. When it comes to rebounding, it's not anybody, it's not one person's job to rebound. I don't look at a center with the way that we play basketball like, oh, the center is supposed to get all these rebounds. No. The reason why we're built the way we're built, where we're all pretty much the same size, is that it allows us to extend pressure defensively without giving up much anywhere else. Like, if I make a 5'11" point guard, I pretty much have to have like a 7-foot center and hope that he can dominate the boards. But if we are pretty much the same size, all you have to do is box out.
Oh, come.
Speaking of which, everybody should have box at least on bronze. But if you see a center constantly getting offensive rebounds, if you constantly the person rotating down there with them, it is your job, I don't care who it is your job to let the team know, hey, everybody stay home, or I'm going to box this guy out, somebody come get the rebound. Alright? But for the most part, just box him out. If you can box out the center and make sure he don't get it, then they don't get a bunch of offensive rebounds, which lead to kick out threes. Because to be honest with you, that's what kind of killed us. Like, a bad shooting game, and then, those offensive rebounds hurt. Even though we out-rebounded them together as a team, and we got guys, just about everybody's all capable rebounders. We do those things, we'll be good. The last thing I want to touch on is spacing. Montage, I really need you to watch the game and look at it. There's times where if your spacing was where it was supposed to be, they would have had to react differently. Their defense wouldn't have been as good. Alright? Again, I'm not really trying to harp on any one thing. I told y'all I played terrible because I had way too many turnovers. I had 2 more turnovers than what I'm allowed, but at the same time, I still don't want to. I don't ever want to have the 5 turnovers, but that's the most I'm allowed based off the strategy. And that's only because I handle the ball more than anybody else. And like right there, that's a bad shot by Richard. But spacing, you have to stick to the spacing cues that's out there. So them hash marks be right in front of them when you on the wing. When you're in the corner, get as deep into the corner as you possibly can. Alright, it does not matter who takes what spot, as y'all know. It's just a matter of having it down. Like right there, if you look, Montage spacing was not where it needed to be. And that is what helped. That's what causes turnovers sometimes. Not saying every time, but
There we go.
Like that spacing is very important. It's very important that y'all do that because it stretches the defense all the way out, pretty much forcing them to play one-on-one. Other than that, guys, we're a really good team. For us to play this well against this particular team, and this is a team that plays in leagues and tournaments and comp like that all the time, for us to not get blown completely out the water, even though we was down a lot at some point, for us to like still stick it out and cut the lead down the way we did, that lets me know that if we do little things, we can compete at the highest level. But you guys have to want to, like, to get better, you have to play one-on-one. Alright, you have to play one-on-one. The reason being, some of the moves that you guys are consistently getting hit with are not moves that should be beating you.
He missed.
Alright, and this is kind of sequence I'm talking about. Everybody's going for the rebound with this guy as opposed to just one person boxing him out, allowing for your teammate to come get it. You know, that is what it is. Again, Montage, you should be more spaced out. Gotta get this spacing down, gotta get better individually one-on-one. Because I mean, for me, it's a little bit easy because I play one-on-one all the time. I mean, I have 2,000 games played. Majority of those at this point were 1v1, where I'm playing against those small guards, so I know how to guard them. Playing against wings, they kind of do the same moves. Everybody kind of come up with the same dribble pattern. So once I see your dribble pattern, you can never beat me with the same move again. And that's why I'm so good defensively. If you guys can get that and then learn how to bite at the times I'm telling you how to bite, like if we're playing 5-on-5, let's play 5-on-5. I try to tell this to you all the time. If I'm playing 2-on-2, do not make me play 1-on-1. Alright, if I have an extra help for defense, then that's what I need you to be, is more help on defense. Alright, I'm going to play them a certain way. I'm expecting y'all to learn where to switch at, learn when to show, and just get another offensive rebound. We just kind of got killed, but just do some little things. We do the little things, and we'll have a much better showing next time out. Alright, I feel like the passing was pretty good. Just feel like we missed some shots. Like I said, might have passed up on a couple of ones, might have took a couple of bad ones. At the end of this, I do not want people thinking they gotta go make a new build. Every time we lose a game, great defense right there, Blaze, but every time we lose a game, that does not mean we need to start completely over back to the drawing board type of thing. You know, it happens. We're not going to win every game we play. The goal is to get better as a team, get better at the concept, and then we'll be better from there. Like I said, I think our defense is pretty good. We need to start working on offensive plays. Alright, I want to go back over some of those defenses because I think they help, especially in a game like this. Where they just trying to milk the pick and roll. But yeah, let's start working on some offensive plays. We'll establish defense again since we kind of back in team, and then we'll go from there. If y'all need a new video made, I'll make it, but y'all gotta watch it and y'all have to apply it. Alright, the better we get at the things I'm saying, the better we'll always be. Y'all have to learn how to play 3v3 Park. If y'all can play 3v3 Park the way me and RDH Hawk are showing you guys or telling y'all what to do, then everything else that we do here should become second nature. If you can play there, you can play anywhere. You can play 2v2 with me, and you can play 3v3, and we can dominate in the rec. This is just all those things combined, to be honest with you. Play 1v1, develop a go-to move, and learn how to defend 1v1. If you go to the ante up and play 1v1 and you constantly getting killed by guards, it's a reason why your matchup is dropping like 20 to 25 points every time you go up against them. Alright, and at that point you either need to learn how to defend them or drop the same amount of points right back. You know, if they got a move they killing you with, learn it, add it to your game. Like right there, that move should never, that's such a standard move, like you should never really get scored on by that. You know, especially more than once. You know, I can see them kind of hitting you with a move one time and you ain't seen it, but man, you should not get beat with the same move twice. But all in all, we had a really good game. I'm very proud of you guys for sticking it out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of this game. You know, hopefully y'all can take what I said and apply it, but this is a great game. I got to play against somebody I've been watching for years in King Dooms, Hey man, he's a goat. So hey, way to play this game. We'll play more like it, and we'll be better the next time we go against these guys. All right. Anyway, it's been lethal. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.
Number 6, assisted by number 26. Home team. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Number 26.
You know,
Number 26. Away. Number 8.
but still, I see what they're doing now. But this first,
Dimes.
they was gonna be willing to let me score every point.
Number 33. Dimes. Number 12. For 3. It'll be a turn.
Finally got one.
Number 6. That's a three-pointer.
I say you gotta expect it.
Number 33. 3 points. Number 20.
Now he's trying to get it. Too late, but I figured him out too late. Hell no.